A couple of years ago, we were out in Maui, out in Hawaii, on vacation, and it's something about the Pacific Ocean. Obviously, the name Pacific, peaceful, and just out there, and it just clicked. We was out just relaxing one day on the water, just cruising and having a good old time, and it just clicked. Man, life is short. Enjoy the moment, and just get all the stuff you've done in the past, make amends, and just be better.
Geographics Media.
A man Corey, a king without a throne.
Welcome to the King Without a Throne podcast. It's your boy Corey Bozeman, the King Without a Throne. And with me is my executive producer and moderator, Step, aka Sincere Wisdom. Got a great show in for you, stuff for you guys. Ready to rock and roll. How we roll with this, Step?
Hey, peace. What's going on, King? How you feeling?
Living life and loving it.
Hey, that's the best way to do it, man. Hey, as long as you loving life, putting that energy out there, bro, we good. But
no doubt.
I'm about to launch right in. The last episode, you left off on a sentimental note. It threw me off because you were the best storyteller ever, and you started going into this discussion talking about redemption. You started going into redemption, and you started talking about the redemption arc.
Yeah.
I got to ask, man, why do you feel the need for redemption? I'm ready to hear this because
we've been knowing each other since we was knee high and toothless. Yeah. And it ain't that I had rough upbringing or nothing's major like that in life. It's just one of those things you see as you get older. Mistakes you made as a young person may not seem large or monumental to others, but it's just something that you see in yourself where you can improve. So like I said, it's just a redemption arc. Because when I was young, just being a straight a-hole, sometimes you thinking it's funny. And actually, those actions, those words could have caused some damage in relationships. And you just want to be a better person. So that's why I just have phrased it like that, your redemption arc, and being a better person and being the person in your older age that you're going to need going down the road. Because 50, God willing, you make it to 80, 90, if you're super lucky, you're going to need some help. So at this point in life, you want to start being a person that's going to, be there for not only yourself, but for others. Just being a better human being. That's all that redemption all comes down to. Just not being a young a-hole anymore and being a sage and wise veteran. That's all.
I've never seen you just viciously rip someone apart. Everyone who knows you, but besides me, but I'm okay. But I've never seen you just tear somebody loose, because most of the time when people talk about you, it's all love and laughter. People knew that you are a stand-up guy. Please give me an example that made you wake up one morning and decide that you were going to look into the riddle of the Sphinx and start looking into your older your twilight years, man.
No, it was just it's like I said, I appreciate you. Those are kind words, reiterating what other people may have said. But it was just like a couple of instances. I remember once a frat brother of mine, he was having an issue, and he spoke to me in confidence, and I put it out in the email. It wasn't anything personal about him. It was just a situation going on at the chapter. He was a current chapter president at the time, and I was a past chapter president, and I put some stuff out there that should have just remained between us. And I always felt real horrible about that. And I've apologized to him. It's just one of them things about being cognizant of every move you make and just being smart about what you say and what you do, and knowing when to be quiet and knowing when to share and knowing when not to share. And that just comes with age. Being at that ripe age of 50, hey, you've been around the block a couple of times and you know what to do and what not to do. So that's all it is. I can honestly say I've been blessed and I don't have any major failings. It's just a personal redemption of getting over those life bridges and being a better person. So,
did your frat brother forgive you?
Yeah, he did. And like I said, he didn't never take it like that, but I felt that some kind of way about it. So, one of those things where...
Did you let him know that you felt some way about it?
Yeah, I did. Basically, he was like, it wasn't nothing like that. You taking it a little way more serious than it was. I always just felt bad about it. That was just me. So And that's just a little small example.
Well, I'm not saying that's not a good thing, but I will say this. Your frat brother probably didn't think anything else about it because of the man that you are, that you always are. You know, I was speaking to Ruck. Shout out to Ruck.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Ruck.
Shout
I
out to
was
our boy
speaking to
Ruck.
Ruck.
Yep.
I was talking to him in the car today, and he said, "What's up with old Corey?" And I said, "That's my dude. He's good." I listened to that Valentine episode. Y'all boy, wow.
You saying just like no one making it funny.
He said, "Old Corey, he just a good man. All of y'all are good men." But we talked about it, and I told him, if anything happens, Corey coming. Corey's gonna always be there. You might not hear from Corey, but when Corey catch word, he's rolling, he's coming, he's gonna be there to support any of us in whatever we going through. And he said, you are exactly right. He said, Corey has always been a stand-up guy. And so that's just who you are. You just a good dude. Now I understand everybody wants to redeem themselves in certain things, but you just always been, just a hilarious person, like a joker. A jokester. I've never seen anybody just get mad and take it personal and, man, I can't stand that dude. Never.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple people on the Georgia Southern campus.
I was gonna ask you about that. I was getting ready to come around to Georgia Southern University and the brothers of the Zytalk chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha. Shout out to you
bros, man.
and your bros.
A great, wonderful chapter, man. Helped mold me into the man I am today, and I'm very thankful for all those brothers that were before me and those brothers that came after, up under our leadership, and man, the brothers that provided us leadership, and the brothers that were just there to support and they're still there supporting. It's a whole slew of, man. We don't have enough time to get into everybody that's been very instrumental from that chapter, and helping me become not only the man but just an employee, the manager, the friend. Oh my God, bro. It's just been a very formative time under that group of brothers, man.
The brothers that I know and that I work with and cool with from your chapter at Georgia Southern, they sing your praises all the time. Have you talked to Corey? You have been influential in a lot of lives, B. Seriously.
Man, bro, that's very humbling, man. Going through life, sometimes you feel like you're on a path by yourself. And when somebody gives you some positive reinforcement, man, it really goes a long way. So thank you. And thanks to everybody out there that's supporting.
You not walked around the block a few times and we just talked and let us a lot of stuff out. You drove down and we talked. When you left me that day, you had inspired me to the point where I had to make some different decisions about life. That's who you are. That's who you've been. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's super comical, but don't beat yourself up too much, man, and feeling the need for all of this redemption. I could be jumping the gun and somebody might come and say,
man, I'm glad the nigga redeemed himself. He was evil.
Be like one of my frat brothers who walked up to this girl and headbutt her and said,
God,
I just wanted to see where your head was at.
Wow, that's man. Hold on. One aspect that's disturbing. Another aspect, it could be completely hilarious. With the full context.
I just wanted to see where her head was at.
Oh my God. I hope she had been doing some neck exercises or something, man, and was in the gym. She probably had a concussion.
She wasn't concussed. He actually passed away a few years ago.
Okay, rest in peace.
And he went through a thing where he felt the need to redeem himself for so much. But everyone, they loved this guy. I don't think the girl was mad at him. Just like, oh, whatever, because it wasn't like a wow, but it was just like,
he didn't do like a blocking street fighter.
No, he was just messing with her and did that. She wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, noggin.
But boom, and she's like, but nah, she didn't get knocked out or anything like that. But still, he he would say and do little stuff that was just hilarious. And I've never seen anyone mad at this guy, even though I know some stuff that people should have hated him for. But he was just loved for it because the good stuff that he did outweighed any of the foolishness because it was never malicious. He would just do stuff for the sake of doing it. He died a legend. Everybody liked him or loved him. And so he would call me out the blue and just ask me about people that I didn't know. I wasn't here, bruh. I wasn't at school at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. He would just talk, and I would just listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I didn't know that he was as sick as he was.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to talk. And so he went through a thing where he was reaching out to folks trying to make amends if I ever did anything.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, unless you was that guy at GSU.
Nah, I wasn't that bad. I ain't walk around headbutting folks. I might have, snatch some
Yeah,
French
man.
fries off a plate or just
Yeah. I don't want any of the listeners to think that my man was just this horrible, vicious, woman-beating person. He was very much a jokester and liked to play because that was his way of showing love. But you've been nothing but good to people as far as I know. So what are you gonna do to do better?
At this age, man, getting up every day, just being productive, being quiet, and just helping out wherever you can. Anybody need help, you give it. And if you can't, if you're not in a position, just be straightforward with people. Making false promises causes false assumptions. So just if you're not able to do something, it's always best to just be transparent. And that's a big thing with me going forward. Just being honest, being transparent, and just being helpful where you can.
I applaud you, and I'm with you. I'm with you on your redemption tour.
Yeah. Lord, subject, stand in line, man. You want to lead the kingdom better than you found it.
That's food for thought. We all want to do better. I guess to a certain degree, we all go through that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a point where I tried to do so much better. I apologized to somebody some years ago. This young lady I was really close to, and some stuff went down, and I felt like I wasn't the friend that I should have been.
Mm-hmm.
And I really did apologize to her. She didn't even remember what I was referring to. I hadn't talked to her for years, and we picked right back up like nothing was wrong. The character that you have, people know who you are and how you are, and they'll love you for it. Your good will always outweigh any bad that you could have ever done. So shout out and salutes to you on your redemption tour.
Yeah, every day is an opportunity to be better. So we keep on with that.
Every day above ground, better to be seen and not viewed. Give them something good and positive to see. I was in Sam's yesterday, and this guy walked up to me. I tilted my head. Peace King, what's going on? He walked up to me. He shook my hand, and I walked off from him. And I turned back around. I said, "Please continue to spread that love to the next brother too." He said, "I got you. You do the same." I've never seen that guy. Probably won't see him again. But just that few seconds was enough to build both of us up. We have to build each other when we have those opportunities. So we're at that point in life now where it's all about building ourselves and the people around us. But a lot of people can't take it. I've had people get mad at me for being, quote unquote, too positive.
That's crazy, man. How can you be too positive? Too negative, obviously, but too positive.
But negativity doesn't like positivity.
Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, man, and we seeing that a lot in this world these days. Yeah, man.
So the redemption art, man.
Yeah.
So you now that you're leaning into your twilight years, you want to be the person that you need when you get old.
There you go.
You really been thinking about this, I see.
Yeah, I had because it's odd, man. Because it was just like an epiphany moment. A couple of years ago, we were out in Maui, out in Hawaii, on vacation, and it's something about the Pacific Ocean. Obviously, the name Pacific, peaceful, and just out there, and it just clicked. We was out just relaxing one day on the water, just cruising and having a good old time, and it just clicked. Man, life is short. Enjoy the moment, and just get all the stuff you've done in the past, make amends, and just be better. And it was just like one of those what you would call it, like a moment of clarity, come to Jesus moment, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it. It's just like I
Mhm.
heard this the spirit speaking into me. Just be better and relax and just enjoy it. The serenity, the peace. Be there going forward. And I remember when I first got back, I apologized to my coworkers. Anything I may have said or done in the past that may have been offensive or may have came off as abrasive, I want to apologize. And you're gonna see a new me going forward. I've been loving it, living it, enjoying it.
That's how we're doing it now?
My mom, the woman that used to just wreak havoc on my life as a child, is now a grandmother. And well, I don't
Mhm.
have any kids, but my sister does. So
Yep.
she's now just this cool, laid back person who now drops jewels all the time for the sake of
Yeah.
dropping jewels. I- we were talking about stress and dealing with people, yada yada yada. And she told me, and the funny thing about it, she don't even remember telling me. That's the thing that lets me know she's just living in the moment,
Hmm.
telling what she's getting in her spirit. And she said to me, just like your epiphany, life is too short to deal with foolishness. And then she holds up her other hand and said, but life is too long to deal with foolishness. One of the most profound things somebody ever said to me.
Yep. Exactly. Hey,
Regardless of how you
true.
slice the pie, whether you live 60 seconds or 60 years, any moment of stress is just too much for you. My mom's so laid back and cool now. My mom, it could be a whirlwind in her house and she'll be sitting in the middle of it drinking
Whatever.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
And
It'll pass.
her facial expressions don't even change anymore. She'll smile or she's just super stoic.
And that's wonderful. Just going with the flow, man. It just you hit that dang and you what they call it, that flow state. That's what she is,
Yeah.
and that flow state is life. Hey, that is a ideal goal to reach.
Yeah, she's now Yoda.
Oh, say what? Say what?
Yeah.
She gives this she.
Yeah, she's now Yoda. She dropped some stuff and it's like, whoa. And it's in his words to live by.
And it's
That
funny
is so
how
real.
things like that come about. Cause like my mom now, she's always been reserved and
Yeah.
stoic and kind of like introverted. But now she's been cracking jokes. She get out in public, she'll like complete strangers. She'll start joining on them. I just start cracking jokes or acting real silly, man. And this kind of throws me for a loop. She just taking life as it comes and enjoying the moment, living in it. So in flow state, that's ideally where you want to be.
Look at it like this too. She's done her job. She's raised her son, sent him to college. Her grandson has now finished college.
Mhm.
Her granddaughter is now close to being finished.
Exactly.
All of that worry
Mm-hmm.
is gone. Mission accomplished. Now I can just relax, love life, and if I need anything, my son got me, my grandson got me, whatever, no worries. And I think that's where all of our parents are at this point in life, even though we might have some very hard days and we worry sometimes or try to figure certain things out sometimes. They are now at the point where they're coaching. This is how it's going to be. You're okay. Don't worry about it. And you're right. They just flow right on into it and don't think nothing else about it. There's no need in bugging out.
So you're gonna need some words of encouragement from time to time. I don't care how small you think you are, how experienced you think you are. So that's one thing, man. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
Our parents, we didn't give them a lot of problems, I guess. We
did.
had our little mischievous things going on, but we talked a few episodes ago when you set in on our content with Big J the artist and I on the Chewing the Fat 4 episode. We talked about how we just had adults in our life that did so much for us. We had so much support.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our teachers taught our parents.
Exactly.
So they knew us when we were babies and they didn't hesitate to crack the whip. Our parents gave them permission to discipline us.
Oh yeah, bro.
And then we had to get it at home.
Man.
It's a different thing now.
Shout out to all the educators that's dealing with this new generation and having to go out there and deal with the school system and all those hurdles that's put before them, not only from the children, but from from the parents, from the administration. Salute to those people. It's got to be rough, man. I can only imagine.
Definitely a shout out because as an educator myself, I try to be innovative, and I deal with adults. So
Yeah.
we have to be innovative in ways to number one, keep them encouraged to a certain extent, but number two, to keep them engaged. What was you talking about with adults making kids dance? What was this?
We've all been through that now. Come on, man. Especially growing up back in the day. I remember specifically, man. God rest to my aunt, to several of my aunts. It was a Thursday night. We was all at my grandmother's house, and of course they had partaken of some libations to the point where it was around 8 o'clock. So by that time they were pretty much juiced up, and they was feeling real good. So like, y'all come here and show us those new dances. I'm like, what? New dance be specific like the Cabbage Patch or Roger Rabbit. Well, what are we doing? A worm, the snake? Well, nah, y'all just do those dance. I don't know what you're talking about. I got $5 for you, and then you can go to the store and get you a Pepsi Cola and potato chip. Okay, I dance on. We don't have any music. And the Cosby Show was coming on, man. And so making dance to the Cosby Show intro music, man. Oh my God, bro. You talking about feeling like a complete dork.
Was it the elevator music episode of the Cosby Show?
It's the one where Rudy and Theo was dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm dancing to that, man. Oh my God, I just felt like an idiot, but they got my $5. But every time they got drunk, we had to be entertainment for the darn for our elders, man. It's hilarious. I can remember several instances where we was out there singing Whitney Houston songs or Rick Franklin, just entertaining them, man, for free. No $5 this time around. No Pepsi Cola. No Funyuns. Just singing "Don't Who's Zooming Who" by Aretha Franklin. Who's zooming who? Take a look now. Tell me, baby.
Zoom in who? I got to do the background, bro.
And they just eating it all up, just having a grand old time. And that was another thing I learned. Everybody that's laughing ain't necessarily laughing with you. That time they was laughing at us.
No, at least you got to dance. My aunt in the project, man, used to have us hula hooping, bruh.
Well, last man with the hula hoop going win.
Nah, we had the hula hoop, and I never forget. You really knew you were doing it good when you hula hooping, and you put your hand up on your chest and do it. Fast forward 1,000 years later. Well, got some little boys out here who at night under the street light out there with grown folk with some hula hoops with the beads in them. I don't know where the hula hoops came from, but at least you got the chance to sing and dance. We had the hula hoop.
And they're just going. Hips gyrating like SpongeBob in the episode, round and round.
We used to have the hula hoop.
Hey, but
Friday night in the hood, bro.
This was the 80s, man. There wasn't no streaming service, no social media. You got to remember it was Elberton, man. You had to ride 30 minutes just to go check out a movie. So they found ways to entertain themselves, and a lot of times it was at our expense.
I don't know why we had the hula hoop, man. What? I would have loved for somebody to get sauced up a little bit, and these folks wasn't sauced up. It was at nighttime under the street lights, B.
Bro, I'll tell you, man, we would have some social media back then. We'd be retired, man. Because I know I had some instances that was worth over 1 billion views. Easy.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of stuff goes on wherever people from, but our neck of the woods is just a different place, dude.
I sit and tell these stories, and I explain to people how stuff went down and the people involved. They swear I be lying. I can call this person. They can corroborate, man. Elberton is just a different place. Still is. I love my hometown, but it was different.
Everything crazy happens there, man. It's not bad crazy, but it's comical, and the people there are lovable people. Every character is a lovable character, and it's a lot of characters, bro.
At that age, you very impressionable. Remember that movie? They used to come on Movie Channel, Swamp Thing. Great movie. I used to love it as a kid. So the story comes out that Swamp Thing was living down in that creek past Lincoln Heights Cemetery, man.
I
And so
remember that.
I ain't gonna mention their name now, but everybody knows them. She said one day we were walking home from school. She said they stopped by there, man, and they saw Swamp Thing, man. They said he was taking a bath in the creek, man. And when he heard him come, he looked up at him, man, and he rinsed off real quick again and tried to chase.
See, these are the stories. This is our home. This is what happens. All kind of stuff comes out of the crib.
Yeah.
I remember that stuff, man.
Bro, and like I said, we 8 years old. We eating it up. I'm believing this hook, line, and sinker. I run home that day, and I was staying with my grandma at the school because my mom was at work. So I would go stay at my grandma's house right after school. So I get over there. There's a monster down there in the cemetery there by the creek. He was bathing in the creek. There's a monster down there. We got to do something. What happened? What did y'all see? They saw the Swamp Thing. He was in there bathing in the creek. Well, she was trying to get all the information. So was it somebody down there like one of the, neighborhood derelicts or one of the neighborhood drunks? Were they down there taking a bath? Were they naked? Wait a minute, we got to call the police. Like, no, with the Swamp Thing. Like in the movie, the green guy, man, he was chasing so-and-so. They saw him. Like, boy, if you don't sit your butt down, go do your homework. Don't turn on that TV because y'all watching too much TV. But anyway, so this goes on for about a week. So then one day, all the kids that walked home, we got our nerve up. Okay, we going down there. We finna confront the Swamp Thing. All the neighborhood kids, a couple of project kids, all the kids that live on the east side, a whole slew of kids from Birch Street. We all posse up. Here we go. We leave Black. We walk down, go down to the cemetery. We walk down that little hill. We see the pipe. We start getting close to it. And somebody like, oh, there you go. Man, everybody turned tail and took off running home. And the girl that said she saw him bathing, man, she fell and got trampled on, man. Nobody went back to get him. So I'm talking about I took off. I ran from Lincoln Heights. I ain't stopped till I get onto the front porch, man. And then about 5-10 minutes later, she come up the street crying, her clothes all dirty, and her hair messed up and dusty because the trampled ass trying to run away from the dang Swamp Thing. And she walking up the street by herself, nobody staying back. They're gonna leave her to her own devices, man. Her and Swamp Thing, man.
See, something like that. You need to redeem yourself for leaving her.
See, let me go and put that name on the list.
Put it on there and apologize to her for leaving her, thinking a fictional monster was gonna kill her.
Exactly. I drag off into the depths of a 4-inch deep creek.
Somebody needed to be a gentleman in that situation, B.
All it took was somebody like, oh, there you go. And man, my mom running fast and Usain Bolt and Carl Lewis and Ben Johnson combined. I'm talking about niggas was setting world records getting up down the street that day. There's a big wall of dust and all them kids just tearing it up through their Keds and Nikes and cat heads just kicking up dust.
Not cat heads. What's gonna happen is at some point we're gonna talk about home enough. Folks will hear this and they're gonna come and start visiting. We're gonna have to get paid.
Start giving tours, yeah.
If tourism goes up, we want to check.
Yeah, want to cut it there, want a percentage.
This has been a good one to me, redemption art. I'm happy that you want to become the old man that you need.
When I get older, I ain't gonna need no old man help. I just gonna need a good person.
You want to be the person. I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, man.
But I'm telling you, man, to just stay encouraged and continue to encourage others, man. You've inspired everybody in the crew, believe it or not.
Hey, wow, man. Hey, strong and powerful, very appreciative. It goes a lot. That means a lot. It really does, man.
Man, we love you, dog.
Love y'all, man. Hopefully we have more time, a lot more time going forward, man. All of us. So thank you, man. Thankful for the friendship and the brotherhood, and just thankful for just being that brother. And for you being an inspiration. What I'm gonna say. Who's gonna record me? You want to listen to what I got to say? I ain't nobody, but you've been very instrumental to help to get this thing off the ground. And man, I'm just excited to see where it goes, man, and just looking forward to a beautiful and bright future as we go forward in this little podcasting journey.
We here, bruh. My whole thing is we gonna do it, and we all gonna do it together because
there you go.
We all we got.
And that's so. with that, man, it's been fun. Hey man, we touched on some stuff today, and we left some stuff on the plate, man. So we'll pick this up next time. We're gonna keep doing this thing. Y'all stay tuned for more encouragement, and more hilarious stories, man. They coming. So it's Corey Bozeman on Facebook. You know where to find me. I'm open to the public, man, and Bozeman 5 on Instagram, and also Bozeman 5 on TikTok. And gonna be working on that YouTube page, and that information should be forthcoming. So stay tuned.
X, formerly Twitter, at Wisdom 1914. Shout out to Phi Beta Sigma. Instagram, Sincere Wisdom. Just hit us up, and be sure to check me out with Big J the Artist on the Our Content podcast, where we still pumping that up. But right now, hey, continue to show love to my man, Corey Bozeman.
All right, y'all.
King without a throne,
King
baby.
without a throne. Until next time, peace, everybody.
Peace.